Hello and welcome to the first in a series of leaf meditations from Pewley Down in Guildford. What I will be doing is filming different leaves, especially where the wind isn't blowing too hard and we can get some kind of a focus, and just talking about them, just to help you build your awareness and focus on the present moment watching this video. I'm here sitting in the grass. I've set up my Joby tripod and have my phone just targeted in on this beautiful leaf. It's a slightly aged leaf. The colours are dark red and orange and a little bit of green in the centre, and it's got an interesting split. It's very small, probably measures 1 centimetre wide by 1.2 long. Quite a small leaf. And it seems to be on its own, just sprouting out in between a couple of blades of grass. You can notice another blade of grass just behind it. A little bit of white on there and some orange, as if it's been dried in the sun. Not quite got the water it needed. And as I look at this leaf, I wonder, how did it first grow? Why is it the height that it is? Why is it split? Was it eaten? Is it just not able to grow? And it's fascinating to watch this leaf. You might be able to hear some other sounds in the background. I can hear a lawnmower or some kind of engine. And if you listen carefully, you might hear the grasshoppers as they make their noise in the grass, rubbing their legs. There's lots of them around. I'll focus back in on this leaf. If I zoom in a little bit, we might be able to see it a little bit better. So let's do that. Can we focus? We may be able to focus. Let's try. We might be a bit close for the focus. I might just zoom out a little bit and try again. Might be slightly better. Just trying to focus on different parts of the leaf. See if we can really bring it into sharpness in the video. At the moment it's a bit blurred. But I want to capture it as large as I can. So let's keep trying. Now that's interesting. So I've got it on about a 2.5 times zoom now. I think we're starting to see a bit of sharpness. Maybe we've got the right type of zoom for this leaf now. There we are. I think it's the right type of zoom for the front edge. And look at those colours, they really are quite magnificent. Autumnal they are. Red and yellow. Actually looks an orange from the eye, but when I look on the camera I see the sun shining on it, you can see a kind of yellows. So beautiful. As you bring your attention to focus on this leaf, try to watch any thoughts that come into your mind. What do you think about this leaf? When did it start its life? Where's the seed come from for this leaf? How did it arrive here? How many days did this leaf take to grow? And what were each of those days like? What was it like in the morning, the first day, when the seed of the leaf split under the ground? What did the first moisture feel like for this plant? Try to imagine yourself being the plant, taking the first moisture and using it to grow. Perhaps you're coming through some chalky ground or tough soil. There's only a small bit of moisture available. You're really having to struggle. And yet, you broke through the earth, and in the next few days and weeks, you grew a little bit more. Until you got to a certain height, and things were very dry. Perhaps there was no real moisture at all, and you really did land on some chalky ground. But you bore a leaf, and the sun shone hard on it. On the hillside here, you were exposed to the sun for a good 14 or 15 hours during the day. And the sun dried you further. Not only was there a lack of moisture, but the sun really beamed down hard on you. You felt very exposed. And then after time, some grass grew. Little bits of grass, protecting you in part, giving you a tiny bit of shade. And one day an animal came along and started to pick at the centre of your leaf and pick you apart, pick you in half. Left you split. And that split has remained. And yet, even though you're split, even though there's a cut in you, part of you is together, and it's a slightly greener part in the centre there. And while we think of part of the leaf splitting and part of it being together, let's call to mind the part of us that's split, not quite whole, not holding it together. And think of the strength this leaf must have required, the amount of sheer determination it's had to survive with such little water. Could you survive with just a little water? Would it split you? Would you hold it together in part? And let's call to mind the future of this leaf. Let's think about some rain coming. It's been a dry summer, but there's been occasional rain. And let's think in the next few days that some more rain comes, and on the stem of this leaf, a new growth happens, a new leaf, small, sprouting out of the stem. And it uses the water that's dripped into the ground and the sun falling on the leaf in the centre, in this green alive part, to grow. It draws all the nutrients around it, and it starts to grow into a new leaf. But it's not like the first leaf, it's green, full of vitality. And yet it's been supported by this old leaf, a leaf that's split and just hung on. A very hardy leaf. A hardy leaf that gave birth to new life and a transformation. And as we think about the new life and the new leaf, let's go out into our day and think about the new life we're blessed with each day and try to be grateful for that. If you've had your eyes closed, you can open them now. Try and focus on the last image of the leaf. Bring the video to a close.